Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about the social issues and themes that are present in Pride and Prejudice. This is the complete works of Jane Austen because I'm a Jane Austen freak, but we're going to be talking about Pride and Prejudice in particular. So first I want to identify the social issues that are present in Pride and Prejudice. And that is, of course, feminism and the boundaries that are set by society. And the boundaries that are set by society really shape every aspect of the entire book. They really impact characterization, the theme of the novel, and the plot. Without the social issues, the book would not be anywhere close to what it is. Number one, the characters would be very different because the social issues have a part in shaping their personalities. The social issues also have a major role in creating the plot because the social issues create a lot of the conflict. One thing that makes Pride and Prejudice such a wonderful book and why it's really stood the test of time is because how groundbreaking it was at the time. At the time it was published, in 1813, people did not discuss these kind of issues. It was not the first book to touch on social issues. Sense and Sensibility was actually published a year before Pride and Prejudice. When Pride and Prejudice was first published, it was actually called First Impressions. So this really tells us, just in the title, that it's all about impressions and how first impressions have a play on people's life because of how important society is to people of the time. So Jane Austen is famous for writing about people and their emotions rather than events. And at the time that this book was published, there was a big ongoing debate about rationality versus emotions. And in this novel, people obviously let their emotions kind of dictate their life. Because later on in the book, Mr. Darcy, for example, he follows his heart and he marries Miss Elizabeth Bennet, which of course is not ideal for his life. So he's not rational. So that really struck with a lot of people of the time. Some people didn't agree with the novel. A lot of men at the time had an issue with the novel because it really shines a light on the issues that women of the time faced. They couldn't improve their financial or social status by any way except for marriage. And of course this imposes a lot of pressure, especially when it's not proper for men to marry women of lower social status. So this kind of really promotes the idea that women are stuck at a certain fixed rate, if you will. And people didn't like talking about this. So Pride and Prejudice changed the status quo of literature and is so important because it challenged a lot of accepted ideals of society at the time when it was published. It also encompasses two major things that are very hard to combine, and that is a romantic novel, which a lot of the times are not taken very seriously, and it touches on actual issues, and it combines the two and was actually taken seriously and made a difference. So that is why Pride and Prejudice is so important and has stood the test of time.